Hello and welcome. Starting just a tad early, I am Audra Michelle, and this is the Integrative Religion Recovery Center. It's Tuesday. Sometimes it feels like a Monday. Throughout this day has kind of been the Monday is Tuesday in a long time. So I've prepared. I took some time to do my own meditation. I slathered myself in essential oils after an amazing shower, and I've been hydrating. I've taken my supplements, so we can do this. Thank you for coming. For those of you who are new here, I am here to help guide you to your healing. There's a lot of toxicity out there, especially in regards to churches. Religion should not be used as a weapon. It should not be used to hurt anybody. It should be used to show love and to lift others up and lead them towards their best selves. I've been involved in churches that have been used as weapons, and I want it to stop, so that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you heal from whatever toxicity you've experienced through religions or just toxicity in general. A lot of what I teach can be applied to other trauma as well. So, as I get going, I'm going to put my balance oil on to help me be calm and balanced. I keep getting notifications of messages that I'm going to just ignore for a little bit. I've got my diffuser going with citrus bloom, and it is amazing. Okay, our guided meditation today is about healing the child within. We all have an inner child. That's who we were as a child, still living in us, that influences our decisions and our choices and influences our daily life. There are studies that show that children who have experienced trauma have statistically significant greater struggles in their adult lives. It's called the ACEs study. ACEs are the events. If I had printed stuff out, I could tell you more about it, but you'll just have to trust me on this and go look it up for yourself. So through meditation, we can kind of connect with our inner selves and try to fill some of those holes and bring some love to that child that might have felt unworthy or unloved or less than. And we can help to heal our adult selves by addressing the holes in our child selves. By doing this meditation, it does not mean that you had sucky parents. All of our parents are human and all do amazing things and all do things that aren't so amazing. And it all impacts the children in a different way. Some may have had really sucky parents, some may have had amazing parents. That's not playing into this at all. It's just anything and experiences. Maybe it was bullying in school. Maybe it was a weird experience at a church. Maybe it was a toxic friendship or an abuse of some sort. Something. Everybody's got some baggage from childhood. So we're going to connect with ourselves, connect with each other, and clear some of that out. Now, is meditation sinful? When I was in the toxic fundamentalist church system, yes, it was. It was considered, unless it was meditating on specific verses or meditating as a form of prayer, it was considered I'm sorry, I just got a tornado alert. The joys of living in Tornado Alley. I'm not concerned at this point. I lost my train of thought. Okay. Yes. So meditation was seen as sinful unless it was strictly as a form of prayer. If it was for self-introspection, looking at yourself, learning about yourself, it was considered sinful and selfish. But you know what? I I don't believe that anymore. I've let that belief go. You can choose if you would rather have this meditation focused on your faith. That's okay. You do what works for you. I'm going to guide you through getting to know your child's self. And if that's too much, that's okay. You can step out, step back. You can choose to meditate on a prayer or Bible verse or whatever. My goal in this religion recovery is not to remove people from churches. My goal is to help people heal and make their own decisions. I am not anti-church. I consider myself, at this point, loosely a Buddhist Christian because, Buddhism isn't a religion. It's a way of life. And in me, that's still evolving, figuring out all this stuff. So let's get started. Get yourself comfortable. If you need to get some oils on, go get your oils on. Hydrate, get a little sip. If you need to do a quick little stretch, go for it. Before I meditate, I like to stand in mountain pose for a little bit and maybe do a forward fold and come back up to mountain to get everything flowing. So go ahead and get comfortable. If you want to hold your hands a certain way, you can do different mudras. You can, my hands are going to be all over the place just because that's how I am. I encourage you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable and go ahead and relax into it. Now close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Feel how your body feels against the chair you're sitting in. Notice how your hands feel. Notice any tension in your back, in your neck, in your face. Let that tension slip away. With each exhale, relax even more. Let your face muscles relax. Pay attention between your eyebrows. Is there tension there? Soften your brow. Soften your face. Relax. Imagine yourself as a child. Imagine a happy memory. Maybe it's playing in a meadow, running carefree, blowing bubbles, riding a bike, something happy. Connect with yourself as a child. Feel that freedom. Feel the awe and the wonder that you felt as a child. Reach out. Take the child you's hand. Let's go for a walk. Holding hands with your child's self. Go for a walk down the type of path that brings you peace. Introduce yourself. Tell your child's self who you are. Let yourself know it's safe. It's safe to be open. It's safe to connect. Ask your child self, what do you need? And listen for an answer. Does your child self need love? Need safety? Need forgiveness? Need connection? What does your child self need? Imagine that you are wrapped up in a bubble or a ball of light and love and safety. You and child you. In that bubble of safety, you can explore what child you needs. Is there anger there? Is there loneliness? Is there fear? Ask child you to show you why. To show you what caused that feeling. In your safe, supported bubble. As child you is telling you and showing you, look at it as if it is from someone else, not from you directly. Is it fear? Hold that fear up in front of you and look at it. See it for what it is. And then release. Is it anger? Hold that up. See that it is valid. Inspect it. Then release. Inspect whatever child you brings. And anything that's painful, release. Now reach down and give child you a big hug. Tell child you that he or she is worthy and loved and worth so much. Let child you know that it gets better and that you are there to help. Now take child you's hand and walk together, almost floating because of the weight that has been released. Walk down that path of peace back to where the happy memory was happening. Give Child You a hug one more time. And bid a kind farewell. Slowly return to your breathing. Pay attention to any tension in your face, in your arms, in your hands, in the way you sit. Stay here for another cycle of breath. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining with me in a guided meditation. Will this fix everything? For some people, there might be a drastic change. Maybe that's what you needed, is to connect with Child You and to release those things. Maybe it will be a small change. Maybe you need to come back and revisit Child You and see what else comes forward so you can inspect it and release it. Maybe you need to go back to Child You and bring the things that Child You was missing. Maybe you'll bring a package full of love, a package full of acceptance, whatever it is a Child You needed. This is a great starting place. So thank you for joining me. I encourage you to join the Belief Exploration group, where we can talk over things and start to figure out where you fall on different topics. Start to explore what you've been told and what you've been taught, and how does that line up with what actually is and what you believe. So thank you again for joining us, and have a fabulous day.